I have just come into my room to make this video, and I regret doing so now because apparently my room is very cold. Lisa, I'm sorry if I jump ahead of you and do this vlog before you've had a chance to upload yours, but it's like 8:30 here now, so nah, I'm just gonna go right on ahead and do this.
That all right, but it wasn't quite, 'cause I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me.
Oh, hello, thespians! How are you today? I'm very well. I am still busy, but I actually have time to make this video now. And I'm looking around because I'm looking for my copy of Hamlet, because my god, that's an evil punishment. I wasn't even learning actual Hamlet lines. I was learning Polonius's monologue for an assessment. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. It has Christopher Eccleston on the front. My nerdy Doctor Who fan side really appreciated this when I first started studying it. To put it in perspective, what exactly it is you are trying to get me to learn, and for the record, I doubt I'm going to learn all of that. Here's a little hint of what it's going to sound like if I actually successfully manage to do this. Remembered sins my all be, our sins thy in nymph, Ophelia fair there, now you soft, action of name the lose and, awry turn currents their regard this with, moment and pitch great of enterprises and thought of cast pale with pale the with o'er sicklied is resolution of hue, native the thus, and all us of cowards make does conscience thus. My editing software has decided to stop working again, but my camera has decided to stop working, so let's try and make this vlog on something that actually works. So I'm going to have to do this in one long take because I'm on my camera thingy, and hopefully I'm talking to the actual camera. I don't know, I really don't like this. So let's try and finish this thing. So, it's time to talk about my mentors. And the first person I want to talk about is my current director. He's a man called Robert Reed. He is a writer here in Australia. He's fairly successful. He's done a few plays. He just finished Joy of Text at the Melbourne Theatre Company. He has come into my university to direct one of the groups that are doing the production of my course, and I've been lucky enough to be placed in that group. He's fantastic. He has a really interesting view on how theatre should work. He clearly really loves what he's doing, and he is really fun to work with, and you can see him working as you work with him, and the cogs in his brain just kind of take over while he's trying to come up with new ideas. So while I'm still working with him, I know I can't really call him my mentor yet because I haven't known him for that long, but I can already tell he's going to be a massive influence on my theatrical career in the future, and hopefully I get to stay in contact with him and work with him again in the future. So yeah, that would be my first one. My second one would be my director from way back when in year 8, when I was in a musical, and Michael took me aside and said to me how proud he was and how much he'd watched me grow as this musical had gone on. And I know it's silly, and he probably said it to every person there, but it really inspired me to continue on and do theatre and keep going. And I actually, even though I changed schools, I kept running into him a lot over the next few years. He was always at plays that I was going to see, and we'd chat, and he'd ask me how I was going with theatre stuff, and I always wanted to take an interest in how my theatrical career was going, so he's probably my second. Sorry about the lighting in that last one. I filmed the entire thing, uploaded it to my computer, realised the lighting was shoddy, and thought, no, I'm not going to finish that again. So my third mentors were my two teachers from my high school that I was most involved with or three teachers probably it would have been, that I was most involved with for the musicals and the plays that I took during high school. So that is Amy Porter, Joan Morgan, and Rami Stiglitz. So they were the three teachers that really inspired me. I directed Little Shop of Horrors with Rami, and Joan and Amy have just been there for me the whole time when I was stage managing and going through. Amy Porter especially was always willing to pull me up on my crap whenever I was awful or doing a bad job. She would always tell me, no matter what, and I always knew I could trust her opinion on things. So they are definitely my final three mentors. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks again for the challenge. Cheerio.